Good morning, my friends. This is Enlightened Fitness. I am Lama Jigme. This is the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to my office. Per usual, we're going to have a 5-minute workout, but today the guided meditation is going to be 35 minutes long. So this is clearly not for the faint of heart, and it's my hope that you spent an entire week using the 5-minute guided meditation, an entire week using the 10-minute guided meditation, an entire week using the 15-minute guided meditation, and so forth and so on. But folks, you just can't exercise your way out of bad culinary choices. That's why the first thing we're going to hit on is Dr. McDougall, a selection from Dr. McDougall's Starch Solution. If you're interested in purchasing that book, please use the second link in the doodly-doo. If you can't afford his book but would like more information, don't worry, on that page there's lots of free lectures to watch on YouTube by the likes of Dr. Neil Barnard, Dr. John McDougall, and the like. So the problem is, I am not a conservative, I am a progressive. And a great progressive author, far more witty than myself, once said, in Russia, capitalism defeated socialism, or actually communism. Whereas in America, democracy is quickly on its way, capitalism is quickly on its way to defeating democracy. Not only is capitalism undermining the democratic process by dragging us into oligarchy, but it is undermining our health. Food manufacturers are not in the business of health, in the business of making money and selling product. And they have been lobbying the government since there was a government. Ever since Lincoln devised the government agencies, the Food and Drug Administration. So there's lots of conflicting information out there. Information from people whose only motivation is increase your health, and information from people whose only motivation is to grab your money. Sadly, the latter has a greater advertising budget than the former. Which brings me to today's selection from the Starch Solution. A talking cow wouldn't lie to you, would she? In my Midwestern youth, Elsie the cow taught me that milk builds strong bones. When I moved to Hawaii as a young doctor, Lani Mu took over, assuring me that I would never outgrow my need for milk. As I settled in Northern California to develop my practice and raise a family, the torch was passed to Chloe, who dispenses dairy-friendly advice from billboards lining Highway 101. When it comes to milk, it's hard to argue with an adorable information-dispensing cow doing her best to ensure you don't fall victim to the dangers of dietary calcium deficiency. But wait a second. Have you ever met someone suffering from calcium deficiency? Is calcium a key mineral found in copious quantities in the dairy industry's favorite product, without which our bones would fail to hold us upright? Calcium comes from dirt, not from cows. Where does the cow get her calcium from? Does her body produce it? No. Actually, she gets it from the soil. Calcium is a basic mineral element that is neither created nor destroyed. Plants absorb calcium and other minerals from the soil through the roots. As the plant grows, that calcium is built into its fabric from root to stem, to fruit or vegetable to seed. The calcium gets into the cow when she eats grass and other calcium-rich plants. I recommend that you skip the cow altogether and go straight to the plant source for your calcium. Plants are the source of calcium and minerals that build strong bones for humans, cows, and the largest animals walking the earth, even horses and hippopotamuses, which eat no animal or dairy foods whatsoever. Since plants contain sufficient protein and calcium to grow giant animals, they will easily meet these needs for people. If the needs of the animal kingdom can, let's try that again, folks, take two. If the giants of the animal kingdom can get all the calcium they need to support their massive bones, with no help from milk beyond their own mother's milk during their infancy, wouldn't you think plants would provide enough for us relatively small humans? In fact, they do. Until recent times, and still today in most parts of the world, people have grown into their adult skeletons with no help from milk except when nursing as infants. They certainly had no need for or access, let's try this again. They certainly had no need for or access to calcium supplements. The problem is not finding a way to get enough calcium through what we eat. A plant-based diet of starches, vegetables, and fruits will always give you plenty of it. The problem is holding on to that calcium. Once you understand this, you can see the logical answer is not to increase calcium intake through eating dairy or taking supplements. The best way to increase your calcium retention is to steer clear of animal proteins. Wait for it. Including those found in hard cheese and other dairy foods. You see, my friends, the great irony is this. Animal foods, animal products are acidifying. Our body fights to maintain our blood, keep our blood in a certain pH range. If we consume too many acidifying foods, our body instantly seeks to alkalize our blood. How does it find the blood? How does it do that? By leaching minerals out of our skeleton and putting it into our bloodstream. So the great irony is dairy products, all animal products, are the leading cause of osteoporosis in humans. So number one, it is safe for us humans to choose compassionate cuisine. What's that? It's a whole food vegan diet. Number two, it's not only safe, it's the only way to be safe. How's that for irony? So my friends, I invite all of you to drink only water and eat only whole food vegan foods. There are a whole slew of cookbooks on the second link in the doobly-doo. Personally, I have a really simple diet because I have a simple budget and I'm a disabled fellow and I can't stand that long in the kitchen. In all honesty, my five-minute daily workout is the peak of my fitness. That's why it takes place first thing in the morning after a good night's sleep. So I basically live off of brown rice, a homemade bean dish, and some steamed vegetables, usually spinach and mushrooms or broccoli and mushrooms. It's a very minimalist diet. Most people prefer greater variety. I live below the poverty level, and my family has a very bad history of cancer. So I choose the vegetables that are the strongest cancer inhibitors. Now, let's get ready to work out. Our workout is in 3 parts: the warm-up, the workout, and the stretch. We always stretch after the body is warm, never when it's cold. What's the best way to warm our body up for the Fabulous 5? By performing the Fabulous 5 slowly. Come, join me now for that. Oh boy, by the way, if this is your first time working out with me, use the first link in the doodly-doo to find the instructional video that not only goes into great detail for each of the Fabulous 5 exercises, but helps you to adapt them to your fitness and skill level, whether it's beginning, intermediate, advanced, moderately advanced, or oy vey. I'll never forget when I first met Reverend Allen. He said, "I'm so disappointed you're not an aging Asian." And I said, he went on to say, "I already know enough Jews." So I put my hand on his shoulder and said, "Oh, Allen, you can never know enough Jews." Okay. Squats. Slowly, we're just warming up. Okay, tabletops, also known as flying bridges. Now we're going to do some twisted presses. Twisting to the left. And twisting to the right. Now we're going to do variation of grasshoppers. Now, let's perform shin pulls. Elbows out. Elbows in. Set the timer. Now remember, we're only working out for 5 minutes. So work out as vigorously as it is safe for you to do. And by the way, it's safe to choose compassion. We do not need to enslave, rape, torture, or murder animals have fabulous health. In fact, ironically, our health depends upon our ethics. And by ethics, I mean don't abuse animals or the earth, and make sure everyone has something to eat. So there, me. I'm starting the 5-minute timer now. Jumping squats. Flying bridges. Twisted press. Twist to the left. Grasshoppers. Shin pulls, elbows out. Second circuit, jumping squats. Flying bridges. Press while twisting feet and our hips to the right. Grasshoppers. Shin pulls, elbows down. Third circuit, jumping squats. Flying bridges. Okay, let's stretch. Now that we're warm, twist head to the left. Reverse. Back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Reverse. Back to center. Chin to chest. Reverse. With our left hand, palms up, stretching the back of the forearm, bend at the elbow, stretching the triceps, the back of the upper arm. And now reverse, palms up, articulate wrist to stretch the back of it, articulate the elbow, stretch the triceps. Both arms out, palms facing up. Drop the hands at the wrist to stretch the forearm flexors. Lower the elbows and feel the stretch in the biceps. Left hand, left arm at a 90-degree angle, and pull it across with your right. Reverse. Now we're going to fold our hands behind our back while also opening our chest. And reverse the hands. Hands in front. Let's open the back as we twist the hands. In reverse. All right. Let's twist our waist. Let's bend our waist to the left. Reverse. Back to center. Let us lie upon our backs. Articulate the left knee. Pull it across your body while twisting your head the opposite direction. And now please reverse. Back to center. Let's stretch out the glutes and the lower back by hugging our left shin. And now reverse. Let us assume a lion's pose or a samurai pose. Let us now stretch our abdomen and our quads. Let us stand up. Let's perform a standing forward folding stretch. Bend from the hips, not the back. Be gentle with yourself. This is not a competition. Okay, let's walk into, that looks like a tent. And let's stretch our left calf. And now stretch the front of the shin. Now let's stretch our right calf. And now the front of our shin. Now let's go get some water, for it is our beverage of choice. Oh. And now we come to the final third of our video, which is going to be the guided meditation. All the techniques I'm about to share with you come from the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. I've combined that with the Tao Te Ching and a text that I call the Buddha's Principles and Buddha's Techniques and Lao Tzu's Principles. You can download it for free using the third link in the doodly-doo. Once you download it to your computer, I recommend that you download the free Kindle app for your smartphone. The Kindle app will give you an email address you can email your PDF to, and that way you can navigate it with greater ease on your smartphone. I put out between 3 to 7 new versions of the text a week, so it takes just a minute or two to download it before a class. That's what I would do if I was you. This is a guided meditation. It is not instruction. If you desire instruction, within the text you'll notice links that will take you to various YouTube videos to teach you the text. If you prefer live instruction, no problem. The next series, the Friday series of weekly meditation classes, begins the first week of February. You can attend in person if you live in Southern California. Otherwise, you can attend via live webinar simulcast. Either way, you can register by using the fourth link in the doodly-doo. And don't worry, fees are not an issue. I do everything for free. It's by donation. Some people give big donations. Some people give small donations. Some people give 0 donations. The only thing I demand from my students is 2 things. Show up to class 5 minutes early. And number 2, do your homework every morning and every evening. That's it. Folks, if I'm a greedy bastard out to pick your pocket, then I'm just not doing a very good job of it. Okay. Today's guided meditation is 35 minutes long. If this is your first time, use the first link in the doodly-doo. So it'll take you to a page where you can start off with just a 5-minute guided meditation. Start off gentle. Work your way up 5 minutes a week. You'll be glad you did. Please join me on page 8. Our first set of 3 exercises. Our first rhetorical question is thus: how deep breath? Relaxing. On the in-breath, please silently and mentally recite, how deep breath. On the out-breath, please silently and mentally recite, relaxing. It's not our job to answer these questions. These are rhetorical questions. The power of these questions is found in asking them and then relaxing. That is how we will rapidly become good at this. How deep breath? Relaxing. Second exercise. Where feel bliss? Relaxing. Third exercise is just like the first. How deep breath? Relaxing. Buddha did not teach the mind blanking of the Neo-Taoists, nor did he teach the perfect concentration or chakra work of some of the Hindus. He taught something different, a dynamic set of techniques for a dynamic, ever-moving mind. Please turn with me now to page 9. For our second set of 3 exercises. We're going to start with the triple grin. Grin with lips to breath, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to breath, relaxing. Grin with eyes to breath, relaxing. Our second exercise of the second set, where feel joy, relaxing. Third exercise of the second set. Grin to breath, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 10. This is the third set of 3 exercises. Again, we begin with the triple grin. Grin with lips to body relaxing. Grin with cheeks to body relaxing. Grin with eyes to body relaxing. Where feel content, relaxing. Grin to body, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 11. This is the fourth set of 3 exercises. How slow breath, relaxing. Where feel tranquil, relaxing. The third exercise of the fourth set is exactly like the first. How slow breath, relaxing. Mahasatipatthana Sutta is Buddha's greater discourse on the 4 bases of mindfulness. The first base is body, and we're still working on that. We've played with body's breath. We've played with mindfulness of body's breath and mindfulness of body to help us generate a greater awareness of our latent bliss, joy, contentment, and tranquility. We now turn, or please turn with me now, to the next page. Come on, smartphone, don't make me look bad. Page 15 is our next page that we're working with. These 3 exercises are going to help us to become more mindful of the body's behavior. What doing? Relaxing. Now remember, all these questions are rhetorical. Mindfulness is like a gentle awareness, as opposed to crawling into the place behind our forehead and being exact. That would be different. We're going for gentle and spontaneous awareness. What are we doing? Well, it's quite apparent we're sitting on our tushies. How sitting? Relaxing. The third exercise of this 5th set grin to body, relaxing, for it is body that is behaving. Please turn with me now to page 22. Page 22 is the last time you're going to deal with a set of 3 exercises. This is our launching pad, if you will, for in the next few sets of 5 exercises, we're going to explore the various components of our body. Directly, that's going to improve our mindfulness of body. Indirectly, it's going to improve our mindfulness of interdependence. For we are dependent upon our lungs, upon our heart, upon our bones, upon our brain, and the like. Before embarking on such a tour of the minute, we're going to spend the next 3 exercises going over the overview of our body as a unity. At the top of page 22, we repeat the exercise that we first did in the 2nd set. Grin with lips to, 3rd set. Grin with lips to body, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to body, relaxing. Grin with eyes to body, relaxing. Grin from soles to scalp. And now we reverse that. Grin from scalp to soles. We're now going to shift gears from sets of 3 exercises to sets of 5 exercises. Please turn with me to page 23. Grin with lips to head hairs, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to head hairs, relaxing. Grin with eyes to head hair, relaxing. Grin to body hairs, relaxing. Our job is not to visualize. Our job is not to count hairs. What is our job, you ask? Mentally, silently, recite the words on the first line during the in-breath and the words on the second line for the out-breath. That's it. Some people call this reciting meditation or reading meditation. But if it's reciting, remember, it's mentally reciting, not verbally. Grin to these nails, relaxing. Grin, wiggle some of your toes. 2, wiggle the other toes. These, wiggle some of your fingers. Nails, wiggle the other fingers. Grin to these nails, relaxing. Grin to teeth, relaxing. Grin to skin, relaxing. Please turn with me to page 24 as we turn our attention to our muscles. We begin with every set of 5, or this set of 5 with the triple grin. Grin with lips to flesh, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to flesh, relaxing. Grin with eyes to flesh, relaxing. We turn our attentions to our tendons and our ligaments. Grin to sinews, relaxing. Grin to bones, relaxing. Grin to marrow, relaxing. Grin to kidneys, relaxing. Please turn with me to the next page, 25. Grin with lips to heart, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to heart, relaxing. Grin with eyes to heart, relaxing. Grin to liver, relaxing. Grin to intestines, relaxing. Grin to diaphragm, relaxing. Grin to spleen, relaxing. Please turn with me to the next page, chapter 26. Grin with lips to lungs, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to lungs, relaxing. Grin with eyes to lungs, relaxing. Grin to colon, relaxing. Grin to mesentery, the scaffolding that holds the innards in place. Grin to mesentery, relaxing. We now begin the place where we traditionally begin looking at nasty stuff. For our mindfulness should not segregate between the glorious and the grotesque, but fearlessly turn this awareness in all directions. Grin to stomach contents, relaxing. If you feel a wave of nausea, don't worry, it will pass. Grin to feces, relaxing. Please turn with me to the next page, 27. Grin to brain, relaxing. This sequencing is nothing short of humorous, is it not? Grin with lips to brain, relaxing. Grin with cheeks to brain, relaxing. Grin with eyes to brain, relaxing. Grin to bile, relaxing. Grin to phlegm, relaxing. Grin to pus, relaxing. The pus that we see the most frequently is the pus that is excreted from our tear ducts and then dries and becomes crusty, and we see it every morning and call it sleep, or a visit from a sandman if we're a child. Grin to pus, relaxing. Grin to blood, relaxing. And that concludes this morning's guided meditation. Now, as I've told you elsewhere, I teach Buddhism non-theistically. My understanding upon looking over the writings of the teachings attributed to an individual who may or may not have existed, who some people call Buddha, was that he was neither atheistic nor theistic. He was neither taught that gods did not exist, nor did he teach that they did exist, either in a plurality or a singularity. According to Buddha's teachings, such concerns are completely unnecessary. All that is required to accomplish a path in 7 years, or 7 months, or 7 weeks, or even 7 days is to correctly and enthusiastically apply the teachings found in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. But it's been my experience that meditation can generate some very positive energy. Like any asset, we can squander it or spend it wisely. My understanding, after decades of study, is that the most useful way to invest our positive energy is with love. And love is not necessarily an emotion, although it can be, but it is consistently an object of our volition, our will, our intention that all beings benefit, whether they walk or fly or swim or crawl, that all beings benefit. Which of course makes the enslavement, rape, murder, and torture of animals completely ludicrous. Please join me on the second to last page of your text. That would be 259. We're going to use the bookend chant. If this is unfamiliar, don't worry. If you play with this twice daily, it'll become easier and easier for you. May all be skilled and peaceful, as well as seek the good. May all be able and upright, straightforward, of gentle speech and not proud. May all be content and easily supported, unburdened with the senses calmed. May all be wise, not arrogant. May all be without desire for the possessions of others. May all do nothing mean or that the wise would reprove. May all beings be happy. May they live in safety and joy. May all living beings, whether weak or strong, stout or lean, tall or short, seen or unseen, near or distant, born or to be born, may they all be happy. May no one deceive, let's try this again. May no one deceive another, or despise any being in any state. May none by anger or hatred wish harm to another. As a mother watches over her only child, willing to risk her own life to protect her child, so with a boundless heart may all cherish each living being, suffusing the whole wide world with unobstructed loving kindness. May each be unattached to speculations, views, and sense desires, and have provisions where such a person could never be reborn in the cycle of suffering. Standing or walking, sitting or lying down, during all one's waking hours, may each remain mindful of this heart and this way of living. That is the best in the world. Now, some people look at this and say, I don't know how to get that way. And the answer is you don't have to. As you learn all the exercises contained within the greater discourse upon the 4 bases of mindfulness, or learn everything you need to manifest that which is outlined in that final recitation. If you've enjoyed this time together, then by all means find the thumbs up icon and give that a click. Then I invite you to share this video with your friends on social media. If you want to make sure not to miss any of my videos, find the red button that reads subscribe and give that a click. After you do, just to the right and adjacent to it, you'll see a little circular icon. When you click that, a drop-down menu will appear. By clicking the first item on the drop-down menu, you are giving YouTube permission to send you a notification email the next time I upload a video. Now let's see if I can make it to the computer without screaming oy vey. Oi! Well, not so much. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Bye-bye now.